And on a Saturday night in Death Valley, we are underway. No return for Barry on Brown. You heard Brian Kelly talk about it. Said the same thing to me pregame. He wants to see Garrett Nussmeier cut it loose. LSU hasn't scored on an opening drive all season. Flag on the play on the perimeter catch by Juwan Johnson.
As a weapon, I expect to see a lot more of that tonight.
And Sellers under center. Movement on the left side. The ball came out, and LSU says they have it. Patrick Payton with the fumble recovery on the first play.
Sellers under center, not many,
not very
a handful. You got first play in Death Valley with the crowd, and it's just a mental mistake. His hands split a little bit. That ball hits the ground. And a huge momentum play early for this LSU defense. A monumental mistake from South Carolina. I don't love it.
And Juwan Johnson takes the snap and takes it straight ahead to pick up 6. And a line drive, punch through to put LSU on the board. They're going to run left with Sellers. He finds the edge, but still, this will set up third and about 8.
For Blake Baker, let's see if they bring pressure or drop off. There's Perkins. He's going to drop off.
Here comes Whit Weeks. They set up a screen. Faison weaves his way through LSU and takes it up to the 40 on a pickup of 13. Very dangerous Harold Perkins Jr. from a pressure standpoint tonight. A little misdirection, dump out to the tight end. They love this play, and it's a physical run finish by Brady Hunt. It's a very similar play that they started the LSU game with last year that they opened against Virginia Tech with this year.
Yeah, they love it. It's a split zone look, right? You're faking zone to the front side, and that splitter, the tight end coming backside, he's going to bluff the end, get in the flats. Easy way to get some positive yards and an easy throw for your quarterback.
Another blitz by LSU. This is Vendravius Jacobs, who has switched to number 4 this week and still keeps up his consistent production. That's a gain of 17. Nussmeier looking for a screen. Instead, it's his tight end, Bowers Sharp, who lowers his shoulder and is able to pick up the first down. What do you want to see from Garrett Nussmeier tonight?
So, if he's healthier, he's going to be rotating through and loading up that back hip a little bit more.
On second down, he's going to try and scramble. And he lowers his shoulder and dives across the logo. That's a first down run by Nussmeier. And a short field for a field goal on its second. Sling out to Kyle Parker.
So you go through the chutes every day to work on firing out.
But that's a metal chute, by the way.
It's metal bars, yeah.
Clangs loudly. Here's Kyle Parker again. They leaned on him in the Ole Miss game. Had 4 catches. He met with the media this week.
Too early or just at the right time? That time looked good.
Nussmeier backing up, gets hit as he throws, and finds his tight end, Trey'Dez Green, a one-time LSU basketball player.
Right tackle Weston Davis, watch this move as he comes around the corner. It's a great job, a little crossover, working through a chip as well. Got in on the lower body of Nuss.
Here's Xavier Thomas. Squeezes it down to about the 1-yard line. That's when he went under center. Now he flips the gun, and Johnson gets bottled up, and the ball came loose. See if LSU recovered it. And South Carolina comes rushing out with the football. There is
Johnson trying to reach out right at the goal line, gets knocked out by Monkel Goodwine, and look at the down the line. I think this ball is moving right before it crosses the plane. That's
Both teams have turned it over once tonight. LaNorris Sellers checks it down. And a fancy move cut back to the inside by Brian Rowe Jr., the true freshman wide receiver. And with misdirection, he hands it off, and it busts for a big one from Matt Fuller. And Fuller is off to the races. They call him a bowling ball. That is a strike and a dive. 72 yards into the underbelly of that LSU offense.
Perkins, they're both going to go with the motion, thinking, oh, this is where they throw it to the flats. Nobody left at the second level for Fuller. One move on Cooley, and he's off to the races.
Fuller had half of his season's carries on the final drive against Kentucky to put that one away. They're looking for more explosiveness. He has shown it.
And that's the exact play we were talking to the staff about, how much they love using it early. LSU obviously probably repped it a million times in the week.
Next man up if he's not able to go.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Meanwhile, pressure on Garrett Nussmeier again as he converts with Kyle Parker. Third catch of the night already for Parker. We were talking with Clayton White, the defensive coordinator for South Carolina, and he said, you know, going into every game we ask, who's the fish? We got to find the fish, and they want to try to attack this LSU offensive line that has underperformed for a variety of reasons over the course of this season. And Durham sneaks over to pick up a first down.
Yeah, and it's an impact, etc.
They've got Sharp, the tight end, helping them out this time, and they're going to try to keep it on the ground. Durham sheds a would-be tackler, and he takes off down the sideline before J.R. Johnson.
You just got to get an outside release.
Going to slant here, and a nifty move by Trey'Dez Green after the catch, and he takes it down inside the 5, a pickup of 15. Coverage guy on the field, but got upended by his own man. Back to Baton Rouge in a moment. Jawan Johnson split out as well. Empty backfield. Nussmeier to the corner. And there it is. They finally hook up with Trey'Dez Green.
Coach here is 6'2". He's not a short corner by any stretch of the imagination, but the ball up and away on the shelf is absolutely perfect. You cannot put that any better if you stood there and handed it to him. Watch the location. There is nothing Collier can do. He's in great position. Just can't climb the ladder with the 6'7" tight end.
What a weapon. Sellers out of the pistol. They're going to try to reverse it off of it, and Brian Rowe Jr.
Last few weeks, need to get him more involved though.
Here's face on, and he gets hog-tied after picking up the first down. Jack Pyburn. Oh, really? You just carrying a baseball around with you?
There's a guy named Condensed that maybe helped me with that.
To the edge, first catch of the game by Marion Brown.
In coverage all the time, you're not maximizing his skill set.
Sellers pressure, escapes again, and throws on the run. It is a falling catch made by Brian Rowe. Sellers hands it off, and they get a first down run from Jared Brown.
Looks like pressure.
Sellers steps up in the pocket. Beautiful play, lobs it downfield where it is intercepted. To Marcus Coley with his second pick of the season, and LSU gets the ball back here in the second quarter.
By Cooley.
They have more interceptions already this point in the season than they had all of last year. And Nussmeier drives that one to Trey'Dez Green, who picks up 8.5.
Tell you what,
and the handoff goes to Caden Durham, who picks up the first down. Going back to what Brian Kelly told me pregame on the field.
Even though obviously we knew he wasn't.
They're Sloan in the middle of the front row of the booth. Up here, Nussmeier on a bum ankle fires into coverage and somehow threads the needle.
The definition of a gunslinger. Look up that throw right there. That was tight. Much better with a healthier Garrett Nussmeier tonight.
Third and long, Nussmeier slings it over the middle, overthrows man, and it's picked off by DQ Smith.
To avoid pressure coming from the right, Monkel Goodwine's going to come on a stunt, and that's going to, you see how he threw it, anticipating that pressure to his left side, so he never got through the ball, left it high. That's when you slide your hand underneath that football, because you don't finish the throw, it's going to pop up and go high.
They're like Uncle Rico slinging pizzas.
Yeah, right at Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah. Carolina's got all 3 timeouts remaining. And a QB run on the draw. And that pile's still moving. Doran go back to work. 2nd and 1, straight ahead, and a first down carry. Haven't seen Oscar Attaway the third much tonight. That'll stop the clock. 1:56 for a moment.
Yeah, Attaway kind of that third back in the rotation now that Matt Fuller has eased his way into the feature position right ahead of Rasul Faison.
If Carolina can take a shot, here comes pressure up the middle. To the tight end, Brady Hunt.
Oh yeah, been there.
There's some room for the Holy Spirit. Sellers steps up. He's going to run for it. He picks up a first down, taking it down to the 41-yard line. They're bringing the house up the middle. Sellers running backwards, and he sends that one to the sideline and out of bounds. Again, Kelly.
Both A-gaps here, and here's what to watch. This is the pocket. That's the edge of the pocket there, right off the hip of the right tackle. I don't think Sellers ever gets to that point. Maybe a step or two away from it, yeah. It's the right call there.
Good call. Out of the end zone, up towards the 10. Beamer uses another timeout. And now 47 seconds.
Oh, they bring it.
They brought the house. Sellers escapes left. He can run for it. And he sidesteps his way out of bounds. The ball was knocked free by A.J. Halsey, who, by the way,
it's actually a great play by Halsey right there.
Yeah, almost forced a turnover. 18 seconds. Sellers swallowed up and taken down. Jack Pyburn, a game wrecker up front.
Rush up the left side right here. LaNorris Sellers has got to get rid of this ball. Your urgency, your internal clock, just dump it over the middle of the field right there. You got a shallow crosser.
That allowed Brian Kelly to impart a very conservative offensive game plan. Pressure from the edge. Pyburn picked up, and they run it straight ahead. And a punishing run by Faison, who continues to take it for a first down. A pick up a 10. Sellers just 8 for 17 through the air tonight. They'll roll it left. He dumps it out to Matt Fuller out of the backfield.
What did I just say?
Sellers fakes it that way, trying to escape to the left on a design QB run, and he steps out of a would-be tackle. Under the Hall of Fame coach Don Shula. Mike Shula, first year as the OC here. Another bust up the middle for Faison. That's 2 first down runs for Russell Faison. Faison again, very patient behind the line of scrimmage, and he finds a gap to pick up 8.5.
Great patience.
And a 72-yard run in the first half, and the lone score tonight for the Gamecocks. And Fuller picks up another first down. Operation good, and that one is good.
Good things happen.
And now Durham weaves his way through the South Carolina defense. And Cole, it also impacts how the defense identifies number 14 in white. They don't just say hello. They get some recruits in town tonight. Down the sideline. There's Trey'Dez Green again. And that is a mismatch on a 6'1" DQ Smith. It's a pickup of 19. And it's Nussmeier quickly to the slant. And a break free on the catch and run by Kyle Parker. And he takes it to the house for 43 yards.
One high safety, man coverage across the board, and you got a slant right here on outside leverage. Just replace the blitzer, get Kyle Parker in space, and let him do work. It's a great catch and run. Remember, for a guy as a redshirt sophomore, getting more opportunities with the injury to Aaron Anderson, showing why he deserves to be on the field.
Talked a lot about Garrett Nussmeier's injuries. There's been a bevy of them that has limited his arm strength in the end. I would add to it from both the punter's perspective and the center as Nussmeier's trying to escape the end zone and just barely gets out of there before getting shoved out of bounds. LSU did not sub a defense. They were granted the opportunity to. Holds the velvet rope.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, that thing.
Yeah. Nussmeier pressured, escapes up the middle, and bomb wheel and all, he will stumble his way to a first down and a little bit more.
Here's going to be on a stunt. They're going to bring both guys this way. They're trying to attack Cohen Eccles, the left guard that's replacing Paul Mabinga, and this does a great job by Nuss of letting the pressure pass you, stepping up, and even with that bum ankle, big gain and a big play with his legs.
That's Brian Kelly and Joe Sloan want him to just let it hang out and go play ball. Here's a run by Juwan Johnson, and now a foot race. And Johnson finally caught from behind by Peyton Williams. LSU's run game has exploded for some big ones tonight.
It's the double team right here. That is great pad level, great movement from Braylon Moore and Cohen Eccles right there to open up the hole.
That actually sounded pretty consistent.
Now off the left side.
But Cole, that's a great example of just low hat level.
Now 2nd and 8. Nick Anderson in motion. Nussmeier slings it, and it is picked up at the goal line. It is Peyton Williams with the takeaway.
Decision. He's going to get a guy coming off the edge, but the RPO action is actually supposed to be off this guy. If he triggers, then you throw it. He doesn't, and that's the guy that's going to get the interception. That RPO should be triggered off the 3rd level. You're running to the right. Oh, you see he caught that, yeah, just out, just in the field of play. Looks like that was a little bit of a selfish decision by Nuss there.
And they fumbled the exchange to start the game. Sellers rolls right, goes back across the grain, and that's a 1st down catch. Hunt got leveled by Nick Harbor and company. And the South Carolina tight end just barely gets to his feet. That'll bring it into the 3rd quarter. They turned it over twice in the low red zone tonight. Here's a bounce to the outside by Racel Faison. Here he is again off the right side. Faison is a well-traveled running back as he picks up 14 yards. Waiver wire pickup late in the year. Sellers lets it rip, and he finds Nick Harbor. And Harbor takes it down to the 37. 54 yards of penalties for Carolina. Sellers, before being flushed, launches it and perhaps got out of the pocket.
I mean, again, you're just going to get an overload pressure to this side. And that's what you can't do. You cannot be in 3rd and long against Blake Baker in this
4-man rush. Sellers ducks his way out of the pocket and gets taken down at the 35 by Harold Perkins. They bring the house. Sellers can't escape. Went Weeks.
Risk averse. Try to take some time off this clock and pick up a couple 1st downs unless Dylan Stewart decides to blow up your run in the backfield.
It won't be 3 handoffs. And he's able to go the short way, and the completion to Harlem Berry out of the backfield. Pressure coming. Sellers lets it fly, and it's deflected by Mansour Delay to Alston. Nussmeier gets it out quickly. This is Trey'Dez Green who turns it upfield.
Trey'Dez, put yourself behind the chains.
Green in motion. They run it off right tackle. Here's Caden Durham. And Durham got blasted after picking up the 1st down by Peyton Williams.
You want to get those plays in quicker when they have multiple options for Garrett Nussmeier.
Gets rid of this one cleanly, and a turn back to the inside for a 1st down. But that is Barry on Brown. They clock at 2. Low snap. Steps up, fires to the end zone. Trey'Dez Green with the catch down at the 1.
You know, Trey'Dez Green down there somewhere. I'm just going to put it up in his vicinity. Look at the athleticism. I mean, that is a really tough catch. The coverage is really, really good from DQ Smith. He's right in position.
44 Mo Brown over the right guard. 22-yard attempt for Ramos. They load up that right side. And he drills it. The 2-score lead for LSU. 1:46 to play in the 4th quarter.
My God, those rolls, I could have 2 plates of those rolls. 2? Oh, yeah, easy.
Sellers chased and taken down in the backfield. A sack for DJ Pickett. It's the 5th of the night for LSU.
Protection to slide in this direction and then looping the blitzer backside. So you're able to dictate slide protection and then attack it on the backside. With 2 guys, it's just...
Give Jack Pybin a lot of credit there. He's lined up outside the left tackle, Jordan, and as you mentioned, they slide to the right. He takes that left tackle almost an extra gap down, and that's what opened up the edge.
Not watch it, but pretty hard to do when you're under constant heat for 4 quarters.
Last gas for the Gamecocks. Sellers pulls it back, goes underneath instead of over the middle, and that will do it for South Carolina as they turn it over on downs again.
it's not like, oh, I don't know, they can't be good. No, they can be elite. We've just seen ups and downs, and obviously with the health of Nussmeier looking much better tonight, we saw what we've been looking for out of this offense, albeit imperfect. Much more complimentary football tonight from LSU on both sides.